Greetings from South Africa. I'm Holly Gilbert and very grateful to be serving the Lord as a career missionary, assisting church planters here in Cape Town. I remember telling my dad when I was about 10 years old that I wanted to become a missionary. As I look back now, I believe the first aspect of my call to missions was God placing that inexplicable desire in my heart that I couldn't get away from. That I wanted to serve him with my life. I remember many points in my life where in the process of making a decision, I would invariably ask myself the question, how does this decision impact my ability to serve the Lord in missions one day? So that desire that the Lord placed in my heart as a young girl impacted and directed much of my decision-making along the way. Another aspect of my call to missions was God growing me as a person. My desire to serve him was very strong, but the person needed to be molded and shaped. And he used a variety of influences, godly men and women and institutions in my life in the shaping process. He used caring foster homes. He used solid churches. He used a biblically sound university and several experience-rich work environments. He lovingly protected me along the way. He helped me hone skills in my areas of interest. And importantly, he chipped away at my rough edges, and he's still doing that. I came to a place in this shaping process where I realized that I really must put the if and when of being a missionary solely in God's hands and cling to the instruction that as a follower of Christ, everything I do in life and work is to be done as unto the Lord. And what peace and contentment and satisfaction and freedom it brings to my spirit when I do this. So for 16 years after earning bachelor and master's degrees, I continued working. First as a graphic designer, designing education curriculum, and then as an administrator in a financial advisory firm. Outside of work, I was immersed in a variety of ministries at my local church and took advantage of many opportunities to participate in international missions and outreaches. And then it was in the fall of 2015. I was at a critical transition point in life when the Lord really dramatically shifted my direction into full-time missions. I had been taking medical night classes and was at the juncture of becoming a full-time student again to complete that education. And I considered that education to be additional preparation for serving on a mission field. During that time, a director at GFA approached me about considering their short-term missions program, going to the mission field now before finishing another degree, and perhaps using that time to determine if more education was needful to be in missions, to continue in missions. Well, I came away from that meeting and what a dramatic difference. I was not going that direction at all, but I immediately wondered if this timely suggestion was God's way of expressing that his if and when for me becoming a missionary was now. So my call to missions started with a simple desire that God placed in my heart. Then he shaped me uniquely as a person. I was actively involved in church ministry. God used providential timing, then definitive circumstances, and wise counsel, all to help me in this decision-making process of moving into missions and knowing that it was his timing and his call. And I've learned along the way that nothing is ever wasted with our Lord. And I'm excited to see how he's using, how he has honed me very uniquely. He's using those things here, specifically on this field. And I'm thankful that I can depend upon a God who delights to give me the desires of my heart as I'm submitted to him. To God be the glory. Great things he has done and will continue to do.